Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in another code where we are looking around for Matthew.
Yeah, where we're reading first.
But first reading. Oh my goddamn Lord.
Ooh. That's a lot of reading right there.
Ah!
A lot of reading. On my way to Dad's cottage to drop off the hat he found, I found Matthew. My first thought was to catch him and make him give me my bag, but he ran away from me and got stuck in a well behind an abandoned building. Who hides in a well?
Timmy.
I learned a lot talking to Matthew, like why he stole my bag and why he ran away from home. He's not just a random criminal jerk like I thought. I decided to help him look for his dad when I realized he was basically me 2 years ago. Yeah? We searched the birdhouse, yes. The boathouse on the
birdhouse
shore that had been all sealed up, and we found his dad Michael's briefcase.
Yep.
While we were looking through it, Dan almost caught us, but I distracted him and Matthew sneaked away. That reminds me though, Dan mentioned something happened with the clock tower 5 years ago.
Lightning struck that clock tower 5 years ago!
That actually does sound like Back to the Future. As we explored the lakeshore, I remembered some more stuff about Mom. I was pretty little in the memory, but I was worried about her, like she seemed different or something.
Yeah, something clearly happened at this lake years ago.
Right. On the shore of Lake Julia, I had another memory about Mom from 13 years ago. I saw her staring slightly out at the lake, holding my hand. What was she thinking about? I don't remember the details, but I felt like she was different somehow right then. Did something happen to her that day?
Oh, absolutely.
Suspicious seeming guy in a black suit and glasses. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him. I guess he thinks that the guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. He seems like a culprit and more like a detective. What? He seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or somebody following the case. But that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true.
Sort of.
The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Julia into a tourist trap with stuff like the campground and boathouse, but there was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Kelly, Matthew's little sister, she loves stuffed animals. That strange little Danganronpa doll in her father's briefcase was kind of cute. I guess I see why she liked it. That one must be her favorite. In fact, it was falling apart. So you can tell just how much she loves it.
It would be so weird if the game suddenly pivoted into a Danganronpa game from here.
Oh no. So that boy's name is Matthew after all. He ran away to the lake and I caught him after he fell into a well by an abandoned building. Well, I guess rescued is closer to the truth. When Matthew told me that he was looking for his dad who had gone missing, I was sympathetic right away. I totally get wanting to find your father, but I didn't trust him at first. And I said mean things to him. I can't make that up to him exactly, but I can help him look for his clues about his dad. I mean, look at this poor kid all alone with his mom dead and his dad missing. I can't just do nothing, and that sounds so relatable.
Yeah.
Alright. A researcher at JC Valley. She's one of Dad's co-workers. She was the first person I met at the cookout that invited me to. She has a grown-up sort of elegance and a beauty to her, but she also seems a little hard to approach. Even if my first impression of her was wrong, she was talking to Rex about the whole time. Was talking to Rex.
Rex.
Sorry guys, it's my teeth. About work the whole time, and I didn't have the courage to butt in. But she works with Dad, so I should really try to say hi to her at some point. But how should I go about approaching her? What if she doesn't want to talk to me? I guess I won't know until I try it, but it makes me a little nervous. Ian is another one of Dad's research colleagues. When I needed to take Dad's hat back to him, she jumped in to remind Ian to be specific with his instructions since I'd never been here. She also told me that there was some shady guy in sunglasses hanging around the boathouse, so I was ready to hide right away. When I saw him by the lakeshore, Gina's great. She's kind and considerate, the kind of person I want to be as an adult.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of shocked they didn't include the Edwards family in here as well and just make this chart ludicrously large.
Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. While cleaning up after the cookout, he noticed Dad forgot his hat, so he asked me to bring it to the cottage. I bet Dad's doing stuff like this all the time, forgotten things and imposing on everyone else for help. Ian told me how to find the cottage and also warned me to stay away from the out-of-service boathouse. But then I met Matthew and we wound up sneaking in. I don't want Ian to worry, so maybe I just won't tell him I went inside.
A good idea.
A large dog was hanging out with Matthew. They get along pretty well, but it isn't his pet. He said that it just started following him around near the campground. It's too well behaved to be a wild animal. So I guess someone must really be worried about their lost dog right now. Next time I see it, I should try and befriend it so I can give it all the cuddles. Yes!
The correct thing to do.
Yes! We must cuddle the puppy. The director of JC Valley, that's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. Turns out he's Dad's boss, and that means I had better behave in front of him. He's a little intimidating too. Who wears a suit to a cookout? And all he talks about is work, so I figured he would not want to talk to a teenager. And in fact, he spent the whole cookout talking to Sophia. I don't exactly know why, but I get the feeling there's something going on between them. Interesting. Oh,
you say
gosh.
that, and yet Sophia is literally not next to him.
Dad spoke to me at the campsite when he showed me a picture of Matthew, and I confirmed that he was the one who stole my bag. He told me that Matthew had ran away from home 3 years ago, not for the first time. Dan said he's been asked to find him. At the time, I didn't know anything about Matthew, and I thought he was just a runaway troublemaker, but I was wrong. He had good reasons for running away. When Dan came to the boathouse, Matthew was actually with me, and I felt a little bad for not saying anything, but I wanted to help Matthew because I know what it's like to want to see your dad. I was really nervous talking to Dan, but I did find out some stuff about the Lake Juliet, like the clock tower and Michael's company, Crusoe Resort, so it was a good thing in the end that I talked to him. The keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. I first saw her at the campground, but she was busy, so I didn't have any chance to say hi. Later I did, and I regretted it. Turns out she's the worst. The first time
half of this we read and half we...
I know! She ignored what I had to say and talked down to me the whole time. I just wanted to say hi. My mistake, I guess. I just don't get her. Her dad is my dad's boss, so I have to be careful what I say to her. How frustrating! If it weren't for that, I would have let her have it. How I wish I could. Damn.
Girl just wants to beat her ass.
The drummer in Tommy's band, she's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me their band is entering the big deal band contest. I'm going to enter too, but
I'm
according...
surprised they weren't even more or even less subtle with it and just call
Yeah.
it the Get a Record Deal Band Contest.
Yeah, but according to her, their goal isn't just to enter. She wants to enter, win, and get a record deal. And winning this contest is the quickest way to make that happen. Tommy has different motivations, but seeing Janet's ambition really makes me want to dig down deep and give it my all. Rock on, Janet. That's nice. A college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing all their songs. Janet said she's good enough to go pro, and I'm pretty impressed that he also writes the music. I guess he's also really popular with the ladies. It's weird to think that the slacker who always breaks in the storage room is, like, cool. That being said, I hadn't heard their music, and as a fellow guitarist, I'm really curious to hear how he plays. Okay, I think we have done all the reading.
Thank the Lord.
The reading is done. An old house just near here. I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, the other way.
What are you talking about? I thought it was the abandoned.
No, it's the towards your dad's cabin.
You sure?
Yes, 100%. He said it's across the bridge. It's right there.
Alright, nothing like a little jog down memory lane.
Bench.
There's a white bench on the side of the walking trail. Oh, Dan. There's Dan on the phone. Matthew probably didn't go that way.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is the other way.
So,
It literally seemed to imply that it was...
they said old, broken, abandoned house. What else could that be describing?
Maybe there's multiple old abandoned houses here, given that this place is a failed resort town.
But I bet you $1,000 that it's this.
Fine. Even though I swear it said that it was over by the other houses, we'll check here.
Alright.
This doesn't look like a house is the problem. Like, this is a shed.
What?
Maybe he went the long way around. Yeah, I think he just went he went the long way around. So he went around the lake the other way.
If we can't go the way Dan's going, then...
We'll just go the third way.
Yeah, he might have went towards the guest house. Like, what the fuck? Old, broken? That's what this is describing.
No, I'm telling you. Okay, we have explored everywhere around here.
Yeah, we can't go that way. Let's just keep out.
Oh, well, even more than says
This is
keep
the
out,
only
it
other way
literally
we
can't.
can go.
Yep, so it's this way. Oh, that's why we had so many dialogues about from all the other people, because it's expecting us to go and try to talk to these people. Can you go left here?
Yeah, this goes to the campsite.
I didn't see what that said, but I guess we're not going to the campsite. No reason to visit the campsite right now.
Then I'm at a loss.
So keep going, I guess. Like, we have the map now, right?
Is this the mine Tommy was talking about? Abandoned building.
Oh, is it that building? You see,
That would mean I have to pass Dan.
I don't think so. I think you can go up the right. We'll have to... Let's just try to hug the right wall.
Is it this?
Yeah, that.
Oh, I probably should check.
Nope, it's all across the bridge.
Yeah. Okay, good.
At least for now.
Is this the photographer's house Dan told me about?
Well, it's abnormal for that to pop up in the middle of running. Door's open.
The door's open. Is Matthew in here?
Wow, the door's actually open this time.
No, anyone in here?
Hmm.
Sounds like no one's home. No one's living here, but they didn't move out either. There are still dishes in the sink. Did someone happen?
Did someone happen?
Yeah. Did something happen while they were washing dishes? That's a big kettle. I bet you could boil all sorts of water in that thing.
Let's look at the photos.
Oh, coffee. How I miss coffee. I guess the person who lived here liked books. I'll bet they sat and read in that chair by the fireplace. Oh, this is a photo of the clock tower. It looks like they took this photo from in the front of the house. Who is this?
Mother.
Damn it, Matthew, why didn't you say anything? I thought this place was empty. Some of that looks new.
There's the bed.
What's this?
What's this? What's this? There's Matthew in the air.
Looks like Matthew's dad's briefcase. Matthew's gotta be around here.
We got the briefcase. Don't know how we're hiding it.
Yeah.
We got a magic satchel.
Yeah.
Pretty.
The landscape photo, it's really pretty. A small photo is hanging beside the newspaper articles. These articles aren't about anything worth mentioning. It's an article about someone named Gilbert Moss. Says he's living in Lake Juliet. Dated September 9th, 1998. Not a very recent report. A newspaper article has been stuck to the wall.
It is of minimal note, apparently.
These albums are huge, and there's 2 for each year. How many pictures does a photographer take in a year?
A lot.
Is this bag for holding a camera? Seems kind of big, but I suppose you need room for extra lenses and film and all.
Yep.
These 4 are all just beautiful. I'd love to have a pretty portrait like these taken of me. I think the top one is a sunset and the bottom is sunrise.
Pretty.
That scenery is so pretty.
The hutch.
Huh. Lots of stuff still here, but this hutch is empty. Whatever was in here must have been important if it's all they took when they left.
Now, why is there a calendar for the year 2002 here?
Yeah. This calendar is from 5 years ago. It's like time just stopped in here.
Okay, so it's 2007. So 99's not too long ago, but it's like almost 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
There it is.
A trap door? Looks like stairs down to the basement. I should check it out.
You should check it out. Close it behind you. There it is.
Matthew?
Secret bathroom.
Secret bedroom and
Oh,
photography studio.
Ashley.
I've been trying to find you.
How'd you know I'd be here?
Well, Dan did
Dan
say.
gave me the idea. He said this is where they found you when you ran away last time.
You didn't tell him you'd seen me, did you? Does he know I'm here?
Of course not. Don't worry. He's looking for you, though. He said he'd take you to the police if he found you. This is a great spot to lay low. Basement hideout's a nice touch. How'd you find this place?
Some construction worker told me about it last year. Said a photographer used to live here. He'd take pictures of the lake all the time. But one day, he just disappeared. And left all his stuff too.
Huh. That's strange.
I'm wondering if the photographer is his dad.
But see, he should know that.
Huh?
But there is clearly a photo of him here.
Hey, is this you in this picture?
Yeah, and that's my family. I found it here last year.
Oh? Huh.
Yeah.
Those two are my parents, Michael and Emily. And that one near Mom is, well, me,
Yeah.
obviously.
That's you, right? You're so little. So then the girl on your dad's back is your little sister Kelly.
Yeah. She died.
Is that the stuffed animal that was in the briefcase?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly loved that stuff bunny. She took it everywhere.
It's a great picture. You all look so happy.
Yeah, we were. We were really happy. Kelly and I laughed and played, and our parents laughed with us. Ashley,
But then the tragic night.
Yeah.
Dan asks, please don't tell him where I am. And he'll call the police, and they'll take me back to my uncle. And I never want to go back there again.
Look, Matthew. I understand how you feel, but you can't keep going like this.
I'm a tough little boy. I can make it on my own.
So, this stuffed bunny's Kelly's? What was it doing in the briefcase, I wonder?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why don't you hold on to it? Might help cheer you up if you're ever feeling lonely. What do you think?
No, you hang on to it.
Go ahead and keep it.
Come on, you should have it.
I said no!
Fucking
Okay,
hell.
something's, yeah.
Fine. Then I'll go with Ashley.
She has it hanging off her butt for the rest of the game.
Sure, why not?
Why don't you want to go back to your uncle? You know, my dad went missing for years before, too. I lived with my aunt the whole time he was gone. I get it. So I can tell you one thing for sure. Your uncle must be really worried about you right now.
No way! He's not worried at all!
Matthew.
He hates me! Trust me! He was going to send me to boarding school!
There we go.
Boarding school.
Boarding school.
Boarding school? What would that mean for you?
He's sending me to some school in London in September.
London? Like in England?
Yep, the UK.
Yeah,
That's basically the other side of the world.
Yep.
I know.
How?
He said I need to learn how to be a responsible adult. But they have all these rules, and I have to live at the school too. I won't be able to come home until I graduate.
That is the goal.
That's awful.
So, I didn't have a choice. I needed to run away. This is my last chance to find my dad. If I get caught again, I'll never be able to come back.
I had no idea.
Ooh, it sounds
Okay.
rough.
I'll help you.
What?
You want to find
Detective
out what happened to
Ashley
your
is on the
dad,
case.
right? Let me help you. We'll do it together.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why not? I helped a ghost to move on, so this shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.
Literally no
There
one can
is
be told
one
about
thing,
that.
Though. If we don't get anywhere today, you have to go back to your uncle. At least for now.
What? Why?
Think about it. Let's say you keep looking for your dad. What happens if you never find a lead?
Well,
What will you do?
I'll keep looking.
You'll
You'll
starve
just
to
keep
death.
looking forever?
That's right. I'll never give up.
If that's how you feel, why not talk to your uncle about it? Tell him how serious you are. I'm sure he'll understand.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's start our search.
Okay.
Whatever gets you to help me, whatever.
Yep, that
Our
is
first
probably
stop
the
should be
case.
my dad's cottage. I've been thinking about how to read the disc from the briefcase. I bet we can check it out there.
Don't you think he'll report me?
Don't worry, he's at the lab.
You're sure?
Yeah,
Yep.
he completely ignores
Positive.
me.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no way he's going to be at the cottage.
Yeah.
That's a toilet.
Yep. Yes, it
Bathtub.
is.
Does it feel like they use this place for bathing, right?
Huh?
Bathing?
Did they have another bathroom?
Bathing.
This is film Jessica showed me some once. Isn't it bad to leave it hanging out like this?
Well, it is after you it dries, yes.
Oh.
Weird place to hang photos. Did they get wet or something? Weren't they worried about the pictures falling into the tub?
This girl doesn't have knowledge of how photos used to be made.
I can't click the photo. There we go.
Same
There are printed photos hanging on a line over the bathtub.
toilet.
What?
I'm not sure I like the idea of a toilet in the basement. What if you could go in the middle of the...
Had to.
What if you had to go in the middle of the night? Creepy.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, a creepy feeling.
so. Oh, there's a lever.
I guess this thing controls the power
Yeah.
for the house. I don't want to accidentally kill the power or anything, so I don't want to touch it.
That's a good idea. Let's not do that.
Let's not touch it. No
Okay.
touchy.
Portable electric stove.
There's a portable electric stove among the equipment for developing photos. An electric stove, is this used for developing photos? Maybe they just used it to boil water for coffee or whatever while they were working?
Valid.
Developing solution, fixing agent, chemicals for developing film, I guess. Do you soak your photos in this tray to develop them? Yes.
That's why they're hanging. In larger.
What's this? More photography equipment? I guess there's a lot more to photography than I realized.
There used to be a lot more to photography than you realize.
It sure is dusty. No one's used this in years.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can actually look at any photos but the Matthew family photo.
I wonder where Matthew's dad went. Poor Matthew, I hope he can get them back together. I can
Well,
look at the other one.
Two of them are dead, and one of them might be dead. Yeah, it looks like the other photos aren't a thing.
I thought I saw
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him this way. That's the captain and his wife right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to talk to that one.
Is that Anne? That looks like Anne.
You mean Franny?
Yeah, sorry, Franny.
Could be Franny. It's possible.
That Jessica?
Could be. Unclear.
Is that with her?
Maybe her father.
Yeah, we can't click on the photo
We're not
of the
allowed
captain.
to click on any of these other probably relevant photos.
I hope you liked reading.
Now we have photos
Oh,
for everybody.
okay, this is just photos. Thank God. It's not reading.
Yep.
Emily Crusoe and Kelly Crusoe.
Photos have been cleaned up.
I wonder if little sis
Does
also...
she draw all these? Like
Hmm?
how? Like all these photos. Like big bag.
I guess this is probably a camera bag. They probably need room for lenses and film and stuff, not just the camera.
Yep.
I can't talk to him.
Nope.
Alright.
I believe.
Yeah, you thought we were going to read for another 10 minutes.
Thank the Lord.
I can take the briefcase.
I can
Got
hide
it.
it in my bag.
Not too heavy?
Nope, I'm good. I carried it this far, didn't I?
All right.
So you did.
It's all yours.
Let's go.
I like how you
Okay.
ran towards me.
Well, yeah, he has to be at a set distance in a certain location. So if you turn it, it'll fling him.
Let me see. He doesn't say anything.
Nope. Because again, this place isn't actually his, like, as far as he's aware, it's just some random photographer. So
Okie
nobody
dokie.
knows. Okay, now Dan was down here.
Is he still down here? No,
Looks like no.
Dan has gone.
Oh my God, who's this?
Oh no, it's her.
Elizabeth? Wait, what?
Huh? What the
What's
fuck
with the
are you doing
face?
here?
Do you have a problem with me?
Yes.
Not at all. Just surprised. I didn't expect to see you out here.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Why would you ask me that?
Because I'm curious.
You're sitting
It's
alone
none
on
of
a
your business.
bench.
Calm down. I was just making small talk. It doesn't take much to set you off, does it?
I didn't mean it like that.
It came off that way.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry,
I was
you.
just taking a walk.
Yeah, it's like you have the word bitch hanging over your head, and that's all everyone sees. If you
Am I
want
not allowed to go for a walk?
if you don't want people to think that, you're gonna have
Is
to
that
try very
so?
hard.
Let's go, Ashley.
Wait.
What?
Ugh, I knew it. You're that Crusoe resort kid.
Ah, he's known.
Do you take solo walks often?
Sometimes, I guess.
It helps me think.
Sounds relaxing. Any good trails around here?
Trails. Ha. No such thing.
Really? You're local. I thought you'd know.
No, I mean
Oh,
there's
by the way,
literally
I
no
saw
trails around
Tommy
here.
and
This
Yeah,
place is all
seriously.
manufactured. Everything's shit.
They said they were headed to band practice. Are you going?
What? Right. I've got to skip this one. Errands to run.
Oh, that's too bad.
Something's going on.
You know Matthew?
Of course. Everyone around here does. He's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort.
What's with the attitude?
I didn't really get any attitude from that.
So what if he's the president's son?
You clearly have no idea, so I'll enlighten you. You should know about Crusoe Resort. After all, they almost ruined the lake.
Ruined the lake?
Yeah, and it was his dad's fault. First, the jerk finds this beautiful lake. Then he buys up all the land he can to make this big resort.
So?
It's how he went about it. The construction ruined the environment here. They totally polluted the lake.
That true?
Some people
be.
would do anything for money.
Yeah.
But he was rich.
Well, not when he built the park.
Destroying nature to build a tourist trap? Unbelievable.
He didn't become rich until he won the lottery,
Selfish
Yeah.
people like that
which was
are
after the
reason the
cabins
earth
and
is
stuff had
hurting.
been built.
Oh, poor Mother Nature.
She gets off on nature, Jesus.
Okay, so she's a bitch and a hippie.
Get it? That's the kind of person his dad is.
That's enough,
Jesus.
Elizabeth.
I'm just telling the truth.
Even if that's true,
Yeah, but you can
it
tell
has
the
nothing
truth
to do
less
with
of
Matthew.
asshole, as less of an asshole.
Seriously? How can you walk around like nothing's wrong?
You don't
I don't what?
have any proof. Stop lying.
Matthew?
And he's gone.
But he had a point, and that's what's getting her.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think the more thing is that she's not trying to be an asshole, but everything she says, every time she talks, she comes off as an asshole. So it's,
Oof.
she's more sitting back saying, "Oh,
Oh.
There he is.
oh, the guy I should avoid," but really,
He looks kind of cool in that light.
yeah, he,
Hey,
yeah, very
are
cool.
you okay?
What do you think about what Elizabeth said?
She's a bitch. That we can agree.
Yeah.
I think she didn't have to be so rude. She kind of made me mad.
So you were shocked?
Well, yeah, a little. Do you know if that's true?
Everyone says it is.
But you don't believe it.
No. But I get confused sometimes. I can't help but wonder if...
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. I mean, he had a water test quality kit.
I've been here before. With my family.
Oh yeah.
That is interesting. Why
huge.
would his father have a water test quality?
Well, it's what I'm assuming is it's true that they built here, and it's true that the water quality dropped. But it's not necessarily true that it dropped because they built here.
And this is a special tree.
Special tree.
The
I
special
remember
tree.
Dad used to stand here and look out at the lake.
It's the Great
He
Deku
always
tree.
seemed so calm.
You remember.
I just thought Dad liked the view.
But this is
Then
where he
everything
proposed to my
happened,
mom.
Now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
What was he
Because
thinking
here's the
about
other
when he stared
situation.
out at the
We
lake?
also know that he tried to buy the clock tower. What I'm going to suspect
And
is
that's something I wonder
he
about now.
also thought the clock tower didn't make sense here because it's a random giant-ass clock tower in the middle of a lakeside, and it looks ugly. So he's going to buy it and tear it down. And the owners of that clock tower were very upset about that, probably because there's some connection to, like, the spirits or something. So they poisoned the lake to ruin it.
Yeah, something. The special tree. The
It sounds like
Great
this tree's
Deku tree.
important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have so
least there's
many
no
memories
Koroks
of all
running
of us
around.
together here.
What was
we
your
gotta
family
collect their
like?
seeds. That sounds weird.
Dad
They
was
aren't
always
seeds,
busy
they're poop.
working. When I'd ask him to play, he'd yell about being interrupted.
Oh,
Mom was always sick, so I used to take care of Kelly. And we played together all the time. And Kelly was cute, but she was a lot younger. She cried a lot.
being a big brother must be tough sometimes.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah,
It was.
Hey, Matthew? Does Kelly live with your uncle too?
Ah, there we go.
No.
Poke, poke.
My uncle said she went to stay someplace a long way from here. I don't get to see her.
Yeah, that's called
that sounds
she
really
died.
lonely.
She went to stay in a
Yeah,
long place called
Honestly,
heaven.
I just don't remember. I can't even remember the day my dad left. When I try, everything gets fuzzy.
Oh, good. You've had
It's
the
all a
another
blank.
experimented on you too.
Not the last thing he said before he left, or the look on his face.
Seeing Matthew like this reminds me so much of Dee. Something terrible must have happened to Matthew.
At least you remember
Something
D.
that left a scar inside. Just like with Dee.
Ah, that's what it is. The C
Listen.
on his chest is the scar of the pain left inside him.
When I
Okay,
learned
makes
about
sense.
my mom, a friend told me something. He said, even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end it's always for the best. What do you think?
I like that.
You're right. I need to know what Dad was thinking. That's why I have to find out what happened to him.
Sounds good.
The
Mhm.
clock tower.
You want to check it out next? Let's take a look. Might find something.
Maybe
let's
we'll
go.
Back to the Future.
What are you waiting for?
You don't have a
Nothing, I
DeLorean.
guess.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked.
No, it's fine. And now we wait for Dan to come and arrest him.
Is that camera on a light post?
There she is. You have my bunny. Give it back.
Oh my god, did Kelly... Is that actually Kelly?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that is 100% Kelly, and she is 100% dead.
Ooh. Did the lake kill her?
She was drowned in the lake.
That
That-
actually
that could
could
be.
be real.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
I
we're gonna-
fear what
We're
happens.
gonna stop this episode and come back next time.
Yeah, let's stop it a little early. We're
And-
almost at time.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll try not to speak of such dead things. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
Goodbye.